Hi guys.
You're welcome. So let's see. We're going to start in a supported Supta Baddha Konasana. So, as always, if you need to do a couple things first, make a little movement, get settled, and then jump in. You do what you need to. We'll have a nice long hold here, so you have some time. So when you're ready, you'll come on to your back, and you'll take feet together, knees wide, and you'll put some support under your outer hips, outer legs, outer knees, wherever the best place is for you to land it. So I've got mine kind of in my mid thighs, upper outer thigh area. And then just make sure that you like the way the thighs set up. Maybe nod the head a little bit. Do what you need to do. And when you're ready, get pretty still and start to observe how this feels. So let the belly drop. Let the blocks support the legs so they're not working. Back of the skull grounds. The neck is nice and long and easy. Just check in, and if you find grippy spots, tight spots, see about starting to work with that to just relax whatever you can there. Begin to let go. So keep softening in the physical body. Let's begin to work with the breath. So notice first. Nice soft jaw, soft belly, easy and open in the throat, the chest. And with that soft and open approach, can you start to pull in a little deeper breath? So just gently deepening from your natural breath cycle. We establish mind body and mind breath connections at the very outset of the practice with the hope that we can focus the mind mainly on those two things as we move. So, for the most part, your mind is on how your body feels and what your breath is up to. And that can be trickier on some days than others. It's never easy, not for me anyway. My mind likes to take journeys, most of ours do. Check in with how your mind is today, right now. Give it permission to take a break, to set the other stuff aside and just be present here with the body and the breath for a little while. Let's do a few more breaths here. As you are ready, either just stretch your legs out long or bring them up to center, whichever is best. And set those blocks out of your way. And we'll meet with legs out long and arms up overhead and just take a nice big full body stretch. Point and flex the feet a few times, maybe roll the ankles, circle the ankles, just move a little bit in whatever way you choose. And when you're ready, we'll pick up alternating side reaches. So you'll inhale your right fingers away from your right foot. Right side gets long, left side as a result gets a little bit shorter. And then swap, inhale, left fingers away from left foot. Right pelvic half down slips, left pelvic half up slips. And then we're going to go back and forth. So you might go a little quicker, you might go a little slower. Either one is fine. Could be going like one breath per movement, or you could be, I'm not going quite that quickly, I'm holding a little bit. We're going to do some twisting today. So starting to make some lengthen the side bodies so we can access the twist. And so when you feel like you're good with that movement for now, you can let it go. And then you can, let's bring, arms can go like T-shape, cactus shape, Y shape, whatever you're feeling. So knees wide, feet wide. So knees bent, feet on the floor. We'll pick up some windshield wipers. So take an inhale. Exhale both knees over to the left. Inhale, sweep up through center. Exhale both knees over to the right. And just take a couple nice and easy ones, starting to warm up. Starting to get a little super mild rotation. And then you can start to add on a little oppositional reach. So maybe next time knees are left, that right arm kind of goes up on the diagonal. You can play with the angle of the arm. Maybe straight out to the side is better for you, or like right up overhead. I kind of like a diagonal reach personally. So you can start to add just a little more. Oh boy, I just worked out. That feels really good. And you could add also the head tipping toward that reaching arm if you want it. So I'll take a few more of these. So I start to bring that to stillness sometime in the next several breaths here. There's no rush. Oh, sorry. That's a yawny day. With our knees bent and our feet on the floor at hip distance, and just pause there. You could take arms down by the sides. You could keep them in the shape they're in. Shape of the arms is up to you here. We're going to take some hands-free figure fours. So cross your right ankle to the top of your left thigh. Pick up your left leg, no hands. Press your left leg toward you. And at the same time, press your right ankle into your right leg and externally rotate your right hip. So move your outer right knee away from the bottom of your chin. Set it down. Swap. Left outer ankle to top of right leg. Pick up that right leg, press in toward your chest, press the ankle into the leg and externally rotate the hip. Outer knee goes away from the bottom of your chin. Swap. So we're gonna go back and forth, doing each leg a handful of times. You can take like a couple breaths. You might be going a little faster or a little slower on your swapping, that's fine. Just tune into your physical body, see what it's telling you. And then the next time that you've done the left side, you can bring that right leg across the midline. Sorry, I pressed it. What's my phone? Right leg across the midline. Pick up. Now you can use your hands. So pulling with the arms now. Still keep those same actions of pressing your right ankle into the top of your left leg and externally rotating. But now you're just adding a little assist from the arms so you can deepen that opening in the outer right hip. So you get a few more breaths here. And then you'll release the hands, but keep the legs as they are. We're going to tip the whole shape over to the left. So you're going to take your legs to the left so that your bottom of your right foot and your outer left leg land on the floor. I like to hold on to my right ankle with my left hand personally. I know some people like to grab their left knee with their left hand. That's an option too. And then open up. So right shoulder toward the floor. We're going to twist the shape. Right arm reaches. You decide the angle of the reaching arm. There's lots of things you can do here. I like to press my right foot into the floor and tip my outer right knee away from the bottom of my chin. And you can pull your belly button more to the right. Make that right shoulder nice and heavy. Take a few nice full breaths here. And then sometime in the next few rounds of breath, you're going to transition that right leg to stack on top of your left leg. And you may want to pull your knees up a little closer. That's optional, right? So taking it into a stacked leg twist. And let's take like 4, 5, 6 breaths here. You can de-rotate, put both feet on the floor as you're ready. Let the back of the pelvis ground. Just take a moment here. Just let that side unwind. Sorry, you guys. I decided not to have any coffee before class, and that was maybe ill-advised. All right, left leg crosses. Pick up the right leg, grab a hold, either the top of the shin or the back of the thigh, whatever makes the most sense. Press the left ankle into the right leg and externally rotate. Outer left knee away from your chin and pull with the arms. Last moments here. When you're ready, the next thing to do will be to tip the shape. So eventually you'll keep the legs but let go with the hands and drop the legs over to the right so that you're standing on the bottom of your left foot and your outer right leg is on the floor. Maybe you've got a hold of your left ankle or your right knee with your right hand. Reach your right arm over to the right somewhere. Maybe it's diagonal, maybe it's straight out to the side, maybe it's more up overhead. Let the back of the right shoulder be heavy. And you could see about pressing the left foot into the floor, tipping that knee out a little more. Belly button to the left. Nice full breaths. When you're ready, we'll stack the knees. So you just pick up that left leg and place it on top of your right. And then maybe you want to drop the knees in closer, or maybe you're happy where you are. And then we'll head back to neutral as you're ready. Take a moment. Knees bent, feet on the floor, hip distance. Interlace your hands behind the back of your head, elbows wide. Inhale, arch your back and tip your pelvis forward. Exhale, flatten your back, scoop your belly, hug your elbows in, curl your chin to the chest and lift up. Inhale, back arches, elbows go wide, spinal undulation, 2, exhale, lift up. And then the next time that you lift up, let's introduce a little rotation. So you'll take the elbows over to the right. Inhale in the middle, elbows go wide, back arches. Exhale, rotate, elbows go left. So maybe a couple more, you decide. You can let that action go when you feel satisfied. Still that movement. Check in. And then the next thing to do when you're ready will be to take the right leg into the half happy baby shape. So you'll catch the right foot either in the right hand or both of your hands. And you'll encourage the right knee down toward the floor. You're stacking your right ankle on top of your right knee so that your right shin is perpendicular to the floor. And then you hug that inner thigh in. And then from here, we've done this a couple of times in the last like month or so. You'll swing the inner shin toward you like the pigeon pose. So you could hold both hands on the right foot, or you could put like a hand on the knee, a hand on the foot, but you draw the inner leg, inner foot toward you and externally rotate the hip. So toggle between those shapes a few times. Okay, because next time that you are in the pigeony shape, keep the right leg as it is, and you're gonna pick up and pull the left leg in behind it like the Sukhasana. So Supta Sukhasana. Right foot's in your left hand, left foot's in your right hand. Soften your jaw, take a couple more breaths. Okay. The feet on the floor. Pause for a second. And then left foot in the half happy baby shape. Draw the left knee toward the floor. Draw the left inner thigh close to the left outer ribs. And then you can transition into the supine pigeon situation. So rotate the hip. And then you go back and forth a couple times between those shapes at your own pacing. Next thing to do would be from the pigeon leg to pull your other leg in behind it. Supta Sukhasana. So it's like shins crossed, right hand holding left foot, left hand holding right foot. Okay, I was doing something weird on the other side. Get across my shins. Okay. When you're ready, take a neutral shape of your choice. Let's pause for a moment before we make our transition. Feel into the body, see how that work landed. Reconnect with your breath. All right, you guys. Let's come into hands and knees as you're ready. So tabletop. You can pick up a cat cow. So shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. You exhale, push the floor away, drop the head, drop the tail, round the back, pull the belly button up toward the ceiling. Inhale, reverse. Lift the tail, lift the head, drop the belly. At your own pacing a few times. And then you can, when you're ready, come back to neutral. Good, spreading the fingers, push the floor away, finger bones root. There's a little spreading of the shoulder blades on the back. And a big reach of the crown of the head away from the tail. Pull your belly button in and up. And then we're gonna stretch the left leg back, foot in line with hip, and the right arm forward, bicep in line with ear. Take an inhale. And exhale, you're gonna pull elbow toward knee. Scoop the belly. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull in. 5 of these, so 3 more. And once you've done 3 more on that side, you can come back to neutral. Tabletop position. And you'll do 5 on the other side. So right leg, left arm. Get steady there first. And then exhale, pull in elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, reach. 3 more. The twist we're after today is pretty, it's relatively deep. So we want to make sure that we're stabilizing in the core, the belly, and the back muscles to support that rotation in the spine. Okay. From here, tuck the toe, like slide the knees back a few inches, maybe widen the hands a little bit. Tuck the toes, press back, downward facing dog. Spread your toes, spread your fingers. And let's walk our dog a little bit. So bend your left knee, send your right hip back a little bit. Swap, bend your right knee. Send your left hip back. And you can kind of play with this a little bit. You can let the hips go off center. Let those side bodies and outer hips lengthen. I even like to kind of turn my back foot out like a warrior foot and ground that heel of the straightening leg. When you are ready, you can come back to your neutral dog. Spread your fingers and wrap your upper arms. Triceps wrap down toward the floor, shoulder blades spread on the back, make space across the tops of the shoulders. Root into all of your finger bones. Inhale, come forward, plank. Exhale, press back dog. Go back and forth from plank to dog. Nice, strong legs. Belly button pulled in and up, pelvic floor lifted and toned. And the next time that you're in the plank shape, you're going to lower all the way to your belly. You can choose knees down, then torso down, or you can lower everything in one piece. When you get down there, untuck your toes. Have your elbows in. Press the tops of your feet down, tuck your tail from your legs, and inhale, lift the chest. Bhujangasana. Good. When we're down, release. Second set. Roll the shoulders back and down. We'll lift the head, chin, chest. And this time float the legs up. Hug the inner legs toward one another. Tuck the tail. Breathe. Good. Release. Slide the arms back. Thumbs down, pinkies up. Hug your inner legs together. Tuck your tail. Squeeze the legs. Lift up Shavasana. Good. Lower down. Pause for a moment. And then bring your forearms to the floor. Shoulders over elbows, Sphinx pose. Arms are parallel. Palms of the hands on the floor, spread your fingers. Press your forearms down and isometrically draw your elbows back to bring the sternum forward. Press the tops of your feet down and tuck your tail. Let's take 5 breaths here. And then you can lower down. Send your hands back, fingertips in line with shoulders, tuck your toes under and press back downward facing dog. Five breaths in the dog. And then after your 5th breath, step your big toes right together, lower your knees, and sit back broken toe pose. Take your palms out in front of you like you were like had a serving tray in your hands, and take an inhale, lift your spine, pull your belly button in. Exhale, rotate your torso to the right. You're using just your belly here. Hold, breathe. De-rotate. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, rotate your torso to the left. Just the belly is doing the action. Come on back. You can untuck your toes. We're going to come to Ardha Matsyendrasana. So sit down and extend your legs. And you're going to take your right leg, bend the knee, and cross so that your right foot is standing outside of your left leg. Put your right hand down behind you. Inhale, reach your left arm up. And exhale, same kind of idea. Rotate using your belly. And then with the belly turned on strongly, keep that, but add a little assist from the arm. Kind of like earlier when we did the figure 4 and we did it hands free. And then we added the arms, but kept that action, right? So keep the muscles of the side waist, the low belly, the back engaged as you rotate. Then the arm just gives you a little more juice. Good. Come on back. You're going to go into the Sukhasana. So you're going to bend your left knee and you're going to put that right shin down in front of your left shin. Bring your feet a little farther apart and your knees a little closer together. So walk your left foot a little to the right and your right foot a little to the left. Press your outer feet into the floor. Inhale, lift your sideways tall. Exhale, fold in any amount. And then take your palms down if you can. And do that, a little bit of that Sphinx action in the chest that we just did. So can you pull your sternum forward? Some of you guys might be able to lower your elbows and actually put your arms into the Sphinx shape. But even if you're not that low, that idea of like pulling the hands back and taking the heart forward and kind of hugging the shoulder blades a little bit together on the back. Couple more breaths here. So, extend the legs. And cross your left foot over your right leg. Stand your left foot on the floor, put your left arm down behind you like a kickstand, and inhale, reach your right arm up. Engage your belly. Exhale, pull belly in into the left. Use your torso to do the twisting, and then add elbow to knee. And keep the core really engaged, but you can give it a little juice with the elbow pressing too. So the idea is that not just like crank away on the spine, right? But to maintain support. And then you can derotate. Bend your right leg. And just slip your right shin behind your left. Sukhasana. Walk your left foot to the right and your right foot to the left. Lift your sideways up tall. And then slowly hinge your way forward. And if you can, you reach the palms to the floor. And so maybe it's straight arms or like a baby bent elbow pulling isometrically back with the hands. Or maybe you can rest the forearms. Either way, do a little of that Sphinx action in the chest and the back. Couple more breaths. Okay. So we'll make our way to the downward facing dog. Let's have blocks near the top sides of the mat if they're not already. Nice strong dog. Squeeze your legs. Hug your inner legs together. Like you were squeezing a block between your thighs. Lift your kneecaps. Press your thigh bones back. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, bring your right foot in between your hands. We're going to go confused pigeon. So you're going to turn all 10 of your toes to the right. You're on the outer edge of your left foot. You're on the bottom of your right foot. So you're going to lower your outer left knee, or outer left hip to the floor. This may require walking your right foot closer to the bottom of your mat, the back of your mat. It may also require stepping your left hand a little closer to the top of your mat. So you want to be in that place where you can just get the hip down. So you're feeling some good opening, but it's not like painful, right? And then you can stay right here. Maybe you want to kind of pull the belly in and reach your nose toward your inner knee. Maybe there's a different variation that you feel like doing. Good. Okay. As you're ready, rotate back onto your left toes. Send your right toes toward the top of the mat. Come back into your low lunge and step back to your down dog. Squeeze the legs. Wrap the outer arms down. Weight in the thumb and the forefinger. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, left foot in between the hands. Low lunge. Turn all 10 toes to the left. Come on to your right hand. You might want to step it a little bit toward the top of your mat. Lower the outer right hip and leg. Confused pigeon. Come back to your low lunge as you're ready. Step back to the downward facing dog. Options to take a breath in the plank here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, right foot steps, low lunge. Lower your back knee. Put your right hand on the top of your right knee and send your left hand a little bit to the left. Take an inhale for length and exhale. Same action. So like maybe even lift your hand up off your knee for a second and rotate your torso first. And then you can put the hand down and give a little more, but keep the core active. Good. Come back to hands framing the foot, tuck the back toes under, step back downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, left foot steps. Lengthen out and lower the back knee down. Ground the right hand, you can take it a little bit to the right. Take the left hand to the top of the left knee. Inhale for length. Maybe lift that left hand up and just rotate your torso toward that inner left thigh. And then with that action, you can add a little press with the arm. Good. Undo. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step back. Option to take a breath or two in the plank. From the downward facing dog, inhale, look forward, exhale. Left foot steps, spin your right foot steps. I don't know why I said left. Right foot steps, spin your left heel down. Open up. Virabhadrasana 2. Reach with your arms. Drop your left hip crease in line with your right and lift your side waists. Firm your legs, spread your toes. Good, you guys. Low lunge. Down dog. Look forward. Now left foot steps. Spin the right heel down. Inhale. Virabhadrasana 2. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Long, nice, long, easy neck. Long side waists. Good. Exhale. Hands down. Low lunge. Step to the dog. Choose a plank or not. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, right foot steps, left heel spins. You can set right hand to a block if you want. We're going to open the chest. Keep the right sitting bone low. Parivrtta Agnistambhasana. If right hand to block is not your preference, you can put your right forearm gently on top of your right leg. Left arm can reach up. If it's not troublesome for the shoulder or the neck, you can reach your left arm up and over your ear and spin your thumb up, pinky down. And your left shoulder back, take another breath. Good. Hand goes down. Step back. Downward facing dog. Look forward. Take your left foot in between your hands, spin your right heel down. Set your block up if you're using it. Open up. Parivrtta Agnistambhasana, side angle. Back through your low lunge to your downward facing dog and choose if you want to plank or not. Good, right foot steps, left heel spins. Let's spin up and straighten the right leg. Inhale, lift the sideways, squeeze the legs. Exhale, start to reach out over that right leg. Right hand can come onto a block. Trikonasana. Lift your kneecaps. Spread your toes. Keep both sides of your neck long. And reach up through your left arm. Good. Come on back, low lunge. Downward facing dog. Look forward. Left foot steps, right heel spins. Inhale, spin the torso up and straighten your left leg. Exhale, lean out over that left leg. Send your left hip crease way deep. Support the left hand as you prefer. Reach the right arm up. Lean the right shoulder back, both side waist long. Good. Low lunge. Down dog. Maybe plank. Look forward. Exhale, right foot steps. We're going high lunge. So spread your right toes, stack your right knee on top of your right ankle. Squeeze your left leg. Torso up. Firm the back leg. Spread the front toes. Reach up through your arms. Hands come down. Step back. Lots of stepping up and back today. That strengthens the core too. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, left foot steps. You can always do all this stepping with your hands on blocks, of course, as you guys know. That is what is helpful. Torso up. Reach with the arms. Firm the back leg. Firm the back glutes. Soften your shoulders. Soften your jaw. Good. Hands down. Step back. Optional plank. Right foot steps. Lift it up. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Big inhale. Squeeze your back leg. Start to rotate your torso to the right. Reach your left arm forward. Big reach. Pull the belly in and to the right. Keep it strong. Rest the elbow. Keep the core engaged as you use the arms to leverage a little more twist. Hands go down. Step it back. Look forward, step the left foot forward. And bring the torso up. Squeeze your legs, spread your front toes. Inhale. Exhale, start to rotate to the left. Reach your right arm forward, your left arm back. You'll so slowly go into this twisted shape. Keep your engagement in your core. Add the arms. Good. Get down. Step it back. Optional plank. Good. Step your right foot forward and walk it over toward your left hand. Come onto the outer edge of your right leg. Pigeon. I encourage you to take a few breaths upright in your pigeon. Then, if you want to fold in, go for it. When you're ready, make your way back to the downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths. And then left foot forward and walk it to the right. And come onto the outer edge of the left leg. Stay upright for the first few moments. And then feel free to fold in if you choose. Downward facing dog as you're ready. One more plank if you want it. And then it's time for our big pose. Okay. So you have one of two twisted hip openers. Couple of options for how to approach this. So have all your stuff around you. So you could repeat the Sukhasana that we did earlier and add a twist. So you'd go right shin in front, but you would take a rotation and take your right elbow outside of this knee and see about getting like a nice big, take the hands together, get a nice big twist here, right? So that's an option. Swap. Okay. Or we can have a go at the twisted fire log. So if right away you're like, then go for this shape, the Sukhasana setup, and take your twist. It's a nice deep twist. So and it's plenty. It may be plenty for me today. We'll see. I'm gonna make an attempt at least. So the fire log shape stacks the legs instead of the right shin in front, the right shin stacks on top. So it's quite a lot in the hips. More so for me these days than it used to be. And so the twisted version, you're actually gonna tip. So we did like a tip over of the figure four shape earlier. Well, now we're gonna tip this shape over. So I sort of like just tip myself. Yeah. So now, and my knee is not right up against my ankle. It's not anymore these days. So I'm pressing my left foot really strongly into the floor, and then I'm gonna rotate my torso to the right and come into like a sphinx shape in my upper body. You could put blocks under your arms. And then I like to kind of pull forward a little bit, make a little space. That's actually pretty okay. It feels pretty good, as a matter of fact. So you could also repeat the supine figure four with the twist. If you're feeling kind of over it. So no rush. You just decide when you're good. I'm gonna do a nice strong dandasana in between sides, just kind of let my spine unwind. Squeeze my legs a little. And then left side of whatever you're doing. So either left shin in front or left shin on top. And so Sukhasana, people, it's the elbow to the thigh or the arm to the thigh, right? Fire lug, people, if you're going for it, use your hands to kind of launch you. And then I'm like off my mat here, but that's okay. Ooh, this side is giving me fits. So ideally, I would have my left knee closer to my right foot, but this is what I got today. So then I'm going to rotate my torso to the left. I'm using my core. I'm supporting my spine. I'm not just yanking on it. I'm not quite getting my right forearm down here, so it's okay. It feels okay. But I'm still trying to work that Sphinx action. So I'm pulling my belly really strongly in and to the left, and then I'm also reaching my heart forward. Oh, there we go. Something just let go a little bit in a good way. It's a super big shape. I do this one about once a year, I think. So you decide. I think that's good for me. I think I'm coming out. But don't let me hurry you if you're still working. Let's do a nice strong legged dandasana. And then for sure bring a block with you onto your back, and you can certainly bring anything else that you might want for your final rest. So for starters, lie back with your knees bent, feet on the floor, and squeeze a block between your knees. And I'm gonna go second side on my block. I like a little wider. You could go narrowest side or second side. And then take your arms down by your side, squeeze your block, and lift up Setu Bandhasana. It doesn't have to be the biggest bridge you've ever done in your entire life. Just lift your hips and squeeze your block. Stay here for as long as you would like. Catch at least a few breaths. And then you could just like drop the pelvis down and keep squeezing the block for another few moments, which is what I'm going to do. And then from here, take the block and shift it underneath the back of your pelvis on its lowest setting. So both sides supported bridge. And just let the knees rest against each other. You could also do this without the block if you prefer. You could take the block out and do knees in with the pelvis on the floor. I'm going to take a couple windshield wipers on the block because that's just like calling my name. So you can do those as well if you would like, on or off the block. And then a little internal rotation to finish. So super wide in the feet. My feet are wide, they're off my mat. Left leg stays put, right inner knee drops toward the floor. I'm gonna walk my right foot out even more. Let unnecessary tension out of the body. Swap legs when you're ready. So the right leg comes up to neutral and the left inner knee drops in toward the floor. Okay, guys. Your final rest is there for you when you're ready for it. If you need to do something else first, feel free. You're ready to come out. Start to pay attention to your breath again. You'll eventually end up in a seated position. Take your time and move gently. You're super well primed for seated meditation. So if you have even a couple of minutes to sit, it's a great time to do it. And at the very least, take a moment to tune in and really assess how you feel after your practice. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you be free. Thanks, you guys. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other.